And you're telling me this is all they had, Johnny?
You want to learn this lady's secrets? The newspaper morgue ain't gonna tell them to you.
Oh, damn. This wedding announcement says nothing about Patricia's brother or half-brother.
Sorry, babe.
Why does this have to be so difficult?
But that clipping does mention a sister-in-law, Alice Meadows, right here in Phoenix. I got her phone number.
Great.
See what she can tell you. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Hello? Miss Meadows? My name's Karen Holland. I hope you can help me. I'm an old friend of your sister-in-law, Patricia, as well as her brother, Harry, and I've completely lost touch with both of them.
What?
I'm sorry, her half-brother, of course, Harry Blake. We were all so close when we were together at Arizona State, and after I graduated, we drifted. But now I'm living in Phoenix, and I'd like to see her and Harry.
Miss Holland, are we talking about the same Patricia Meadows?
Oh, she was Patricia Summers, and she married Jake right after college.
But my sister-in-law had no brother or half-brother, and she died nearly 10 years ago after she moved away when Jake died.
What?
You're no friend of Jake's or hers, are you?
I'm sorry to bother you. What is she doing with a dead woman's birth certificate and marriage license?
Crystal.
Hello, Randy.
Hey, you look great.
Please don't.
It's okay, there's no one else around.
It's not that.
Then what is it? I thought you'd be happy to see me.
I am.
Well, don't tell me you don't want me, especially after all this time.
No, I do. I really do.
Well, then.
It's just I can't.
Have you already found someone else?
No, there's no one else, and there's not gonna be.
Then what's wrong?
I'm celibate.
Celibate? You mean there's no sex?
That's what I mean.
Well, don't tell me you're becoming a nun.
No, but it does mean you'll be getting none.
Why, Crystal? Why? What?
I'm going to become a real mother.
You're pregnant?
No, I'm not pregnant. I want to be the real mother that Ricky should have had all those years. He found out about my past life a couple of weeks ago. And I don't know if he's ever going to come back to me. But I want to prove to myself I'm not what he thinks I am.
But what's all that got to do between us?
I want us to be just friends.
Friends? Just friends?
If you love me, that's what you'll be.
Well, I can't imagine us being just friends.
Well, we'll just have to throw our instincts to one side. For my son's sake. Please.
Okay, Sharky. All right. Sit. Sit. Boy, Sharky. There you go. All right.
Nice little dog, Ricky.
Boy. Hey, Randy. What are you doing here?
I came to see your mother. What's his name?
Sharky. Listen, did you know my mom been in prison?
Yeah, it's where we met. I've been rewiring the place.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you knew.
So you know she's been a hooker, too.
Yeah, almost from the start.
That didn't make a difference?
Of course, it made a hell of a difference. I never wanted to see her again. But I couldn't stop thinking about her and what a nice person she was. I still feel the same way about her, but now, I don't
Now
know.
what?
Now she's got a wild hair about being your mother.
Yeah, I know. About 17 years too late.
Yeah, well, she's trying to make up for lost time. I came up here to try to make things up with her, but she's gotten cold, man. She's one sexy iceberg.
Crystal, are you okay? Well, sure, Mrs. Meadows. Why?
We've had this change of image for a couple of weeks now. Are you really happy with it?
Well, I think it's about time, don't you? I mean, I used to enjoy showing a little cleavage and a little leg, but, no, I think it's, about time.
Okay.
Oh, hello, boy. Hey, I'll look after him if you make that phone call.
What call?
The call to your mother. Make it, Ricky.
How many times I gotta tell you? It's none of your business.
And how many times do I have to tell you? You're lucky to have somebody like Crystal. How'd you like to have somebody like my family, huh? Come on, Chucky, I'll get you something to eat.
Cedar Lake Inn, good afternoon.
Hello, Mom.
Ricky, where are you?
I'm still down at the bait shop.
Oh,
Listen, can we talk?
a mother always has time to talk to her son.
Okay. Can you meet me in front of the inn? Right now?
Okay.
Listen, will you look after Sharky for me?
Sure.
Thanks. Hi.
Hello. So you're still working with Brad?
He asked me to stick around long enough to get the bait shop remodeled, and I said yes.
Must be pretty tough on him with his mom causing that prison riot and all.
It's a lot tougher on Debbie with her mom in the hospital.
I feel sorry for both of them. The kids always suffer when the parents do stupid things. You know, nobody's perfect, Ricky. I know you want me to apologize for the life I led and all, but I'm not going to. It was a mistake, and I'll never make it again.
Okay.
You mean that?
Sure.
Ricky, maybe there's some things in your past that you ought not to do again, too.
What things?
Come on now. Gloria used to be on the phone to me every time you got yourself in trouble, just demanding more and more money.
Well,
I'm not blaming you for what I did. But there were times I was so desperate to earn that money for Gloria.
Well, I've grown up a lot since then.
I guess we both had to grow up. Look, you're old enough now to go your own way if that's what you want.
Randy told me you, didn't want to be in a relationship with him because of me.
It's not just because of you. It's because of me, too. I think I know the type of mother you want, Ricky. And I want to be that.
Am I the type of son you want?
Of course you are. I don't want you to change. Why should you?
Well, why should you change?
I already have.
I know, but I like the way you used to dress. I mean, not every guy has such a sexy mom.
Does this mean you want us to become a family again?
Yeah.
Well, I probably won't be the best mother in the world, but I want to try.
I don't expect miracles.
Thanks, son.
Mrs. Holland, as soon as I get to my car, I will have to leave.
And I appreciate your talking with me, even if it is on the run. Just one more question.
One.
Do you know of any friends Faith Cronin had on the outside? Anyone who visited her regularly? They could help me with my story.
Sad to say, Faith Cronin had very few friends, inside or out. I think the person she was closest to was Sissy Johnson. Faith would have done almost anything for Sissy.
I've already spoken with Mrs. Johnson.
Most of the other prisoners were frightened of Faith. I think partly because her face was so terribly scarred, and partly because she had one of the fiercest tempers you'll ever see.
A temper? Really?
Faith could put anyone in their place, even our toughest inmates.
You're old enough to take care of yourself, and I expect you to do it. Anyone who can should get out.
I imagine she defended Sissy most fiercely of all.
Yes, she did.
Mrs. Meadows is more company than I know what to do with.
She isn't spending the evening with Joe?
She really is devoted to you.
to a fault.
And Sissy was devastated when Faith died.
Faith isn't dead.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you believe your wife's still alive?
I know it.
Mrs. Holland. What? I really do have to go.
That's fine, Warden. You've been incredibly helpful.
Good morning, Rita. Sissy, Crystal.
It's so good to see you.
Oh, thank you,
Hi. Lovely flowers. Oh, Sam. You look well, Rita. Doesn't she look well, Sissy?
Yeah, well, I had a couple of weeks to rest in this place.
I just can't believe it. You paralyzed and all from the waist down? How does it feel?
Better than being paralyzed from the neck up. Why are you dressed like that? Did somebody die?
No, it's my new image.
Crystal is celibate.
Celibate?
It's a long, involved story. But tell me, what do you need?
Oh, nothing, Sissy, thanks. Whenever Maria's around, she waits on me hand and foot.
She feels so terrible about shooting you like that.
Speaking of shooting, I need to ask you something about your husband.
Ray? Mm-hmm. What would you want to know about him and why?
What are his weaknesses?
Other women, drinking, and money.
What's his favorite drink?
Whiskey. And you're out of questions until you tell me why you want to know.
Well, I've been thinking about this ever since you got injured. I want to get something on him. Something to make him look like a liar on the witness stand.
He's a liar, all right.
You mean he lied about you shooting him when you got out of prison?
No, I told the truth about that.
Yeah, well, if he says that on the witness stand, you're a goner. That's why we've got to discredit him.
But why do you want to go to all that trouble for, Sissy?
Well, honey, I think that we ought to do whatever we can to help Rita.
But any jury with half a heart's going to be lenient. Rita being a cripple and all.
That's what I always loved about you, kid. You always say the right thing.
Anything to cheer you up. You got to look on the bright side. I think Maria actually did you a good turn.
Are you happy now, Maria?
Well, I think a private cell is the least we could do for her.
We're lucky this became available.
I don't know, it won't be easy for Rita being confined to a wheelchair and prison for the rest of her life.
Now, we don't know that that's going to happen. The doctors are divided about her paralysis, and Rita may get out of here earlier thanks to what she did during the riot.
I hope so. I still have nightmares about the shooting.
Well, I know that you'll do everything that you can to make Rita's life as comfortable as possible when she gets here tomorrow.
Well, it's the least I could do for her. By the way, she asked if she could have a heavy curtain put into the cell. She's very sensitive about the other inmates looking in on her.
Give her what she needs.
Hi. Hi, Sissy.
I went to see your mother this morning, Debbie.
Is she okay?
She's fine.
Debbie, we know that you do anything for your mother.
Yeah, anything.
Would that include getting your father to come back to the inn?
My father? I never want to see him again.
You said you'd do anything for her, and this will help her.
Okay.
Damn, I feel so helpless. It's okay, Rita. You just got back. It's going to take time for you to get used to everything.
I know. I'm just frustrated.
Can I get you some water?
No, I've been in enough trouble.
Will you stop it? Now, how can you be trouble after everything that's happened to you?
Now, this is the last time I want to hear you torturing yourself about this. You didn't mean to shoot me, okay? Oh, if I can only walk again.
You will, Rita. I know you will.
Yeah, well. It's lovely out here. Could you just wheel me around again?
Of course.
Wait. I think I will have that water after all.
All right, I'll go get you some.
Maria?
Yes?
Could you just lift me up in the chair a little bit?
Sure. How's that? Is that okay?
I think so.
Maybe I should have an air pillow if you can find one.
All right, I'll go see what I could do.
I guess I'm lucky I had those weeks in the hospital. It hurts to have to come back to this dump, especially in a wheelchair.
No, Rita, I'm sorry.
Oh, stop it. I'm sorry for you. Seeing me like this must be a constant reminder of what you did. I just hope that when I go to trial, you'll get up on that witness stand and you'll tell them I should be released to spend my last remaining days with Debbie.
I will, Rita. You know I will. Now, look, is there anything else I could do for you?
No. Just leave me here. I'll be okay.
Are you sure you don't want to go to bed?
No. Please, just let me sit here for a while. Bed makes it seem so final.
I wish I could turn back the clock.
Don't keep blaming yourself. You're going to repay me by what you do on that witness stand. Maria?
Yes?
Could you hand me that magazine, the one with Debbie's photo in it?
Sure.
Thank you. You've been so kind, making sure I have my own cell. Oh, and would you pull the curtains on your way out?
You had me pushing you in this damn thing all day. In the hospital, it was Maria do this, Maria do that. How much longer were you going to put me through this?
Oh, come on. Can't you take a joke?
A joke? Rita, you call this a joke? God, I can't believe I actually went to church and prayed for you.
So, look at this as a miracle.
The only miracle, Rita, is that I'm not strangling you. Now it's my turn. Now you get your butt into that workshop and you do some work.
Oh, man. Please.
But everybody else is there. There's no reason why you shouldn't be.
No. No one should know that I can walk.
Oh, wait, you want me to cover up for you?
Look, I'm not doing this to get even with you. I'm doing this so I can get out of here and back to Debbie.
What do you mean?
Crystal and Sissy came to visit me in the hospital, and Crystal had the bright idea that the jury, they'll take pity on me if they see me in a wheelchair. So when I started to get the feeling back in my legs last night, I realized I can't tell anyone.
I don't know how you can face yourself.
Oh, Maria, can't you see? Crystal's right. A jury's never going to convict a cripple who got shot trying to save the life of a prison officer.
Well, they will if I get on that witness stand.
Oh, Maria, please. I've been a good friend to you. Now, you wouldn't want to see me spend the rest of my life in here if I could get out.
Rita, you know I would hate for anyone to spend the rest of her life in here.
So do I. May I come in? One Grayson. I was just passing through and I thought I'd come and see how you are, Rita. I haven't had a chance all day. I'm okay. We are all so sorry about this accident. If it's any consolation, what you did to help during that riot won't go unnoticed at your trial. Thank you, Warden. And because Maria naturally feels badly about the shooting, I've arranged for her to look after you personally until you get your strength back. So if there's anything you need, just ask Maria. Thank you. You've all been so kind. Maria, could you lift my legs up, please? Sure.
Thanks for waiting, Officer Fisher.
Oh, that's all right, Warden. Since the riot, all I've done is wait.
Well, I won't detain you. I understand you're taking a short holiday.
Yeah, I rented a cottage up at Cedar Lake. I think it's going to be a nice, quiet spot to recuperate.
How is the stab wound?
It's taking a while to heal. It was pretty deep. But at least after today, I won't have to wear the sling. That Kath, she sure knew how to plunge a knife.
Maybe she had provocation.
Well, I don't think that's fair, Warden. Anyway, all I want to do is get well and get back to work.
You won't be coming back to work. At least not right away.
What?
You're suspended, pending a complete investigation of your conduct in this prison. More women are coming forward to complain. The latest is Holly Warner. She's decided to participate. Now, if I were you, Officer Fisher, I'd get a good lawyer.
Right. For next Wednesday and Thursday, a single. Good. We'll look forward to seeing you then. Don't you live in Chicago?
Believe me, I wouldn't have come back unless it were necessary.
You're crazy if you think you're checking
Don't worry, I'm staying with Frances Clark and her parents. I need to speak with you, Patricia, privately.
All right. If you're here because you changed your mind about divorcing Joe.
I'm not the one changing her mind here. You are. I want you to break things off with Joe.
Look, I'm not going to listen to
End it as gently as possible, of course, but end it. Otherwise, I'll have to call your husband and tell him where you are.
Don't be ridiculous. My husband died over 10 years ago.
I'm not talking about Jake Meadows. I'm talking about your real husband, Ben Cronin.
Ben Cronin was against you.
Oh, please don't bother. You didn't really think no one would ever figure this out, did you? Although you do have one important thing going for you. Besides the excellent plastic surgery I assume you had to get rid of the scars.
I don't know what you're talking about. You really are insane.
I thought I was at first. But that's what makes this work. What you did was so incredible no one would ever consider it. I certainly didn't. Even after I was sure there was some connection between Patricia and Faith.
I never even met Faith Cronin. She died long before I got here.
Do you know Ben already believes Faith is still alive? Just imagine what he'd do if I called and told him this.
Do you honestly think he'd listen to you?
I can't be sure. But do you really want to take that chance?
Get out of here right this minute.
You also have that drug money that Harry Blake stole, don't you? I think Ben's going to be very interested in what I have to say.
Comes your engagement party. I'm going to stay out of things. Tricia and then Sissy got this great idea.
Exactly what I want.
Will I kill you first before I give in to your crazy?
What the hell is going on in here?
Joe, I'm glad you're here.
What are you doing here? Why are you threatening Patricia?
I wasn't. She threatened me.
I told you I didn't want you back here, especially around Patricia.
She really has done a number on you, hasn't she? And I thought no woman would ever fool you again.
Get out. I'll talk to your lawyer.
Oh, no. I think you better talk to me. What do you think? Isn't it time Joe knows, too?
Knows what?
Patricia isn't really who you think she is.
I swear to God, I will kill you.
No. Get
away from me, Jerry, now.
Really think you can stop me?
Out of here.
Come on, Karen.
Joe, for your own good.
I don't want to hear another word from you.
Joe!
You get back here again, and I swear, I'll make you regret it.
You really are stupid, aren't you?
Come on.
Your husband will be hearing from me. Ask her about her husband.
Come on, Karen. What was she talking about?
I'm sorry, Joe. She scared me. I think you're just having a breakdown or something.
It's okay, it's okay.
It's like she was talking nonsense the entire time.
No, I promise you I'll make sure that's the last time we ever hear from her again.
How could she have found out?
I don't know. But I don't think she's got any concrete evidence.
Then maybe you're safe with Ben.
Like Karen said, can I really take that chance?
When Ben was here, he told Joe he wanted nothing to do with Karen.
But what if she tries to tell Joe?
Then he won't believe her either.
Oh, God's sake. I've got to stop her.
How?
I don't know. If I go and talk to her, it's just going to confirm everything. Couldn't even bribe her. She's not even interested in money. All she wants is Joe.
Does she honestly believe that if you're out of the way, he'll take her back?
That's the only reason she's doing this.
Patricia, there is something you can do. It might not necessarily protect you from Ben, but if you tell Joe the truth...
Sissy, how could I do that?
If you tell him then she has no power over you.
If he can accept the truth. Sissy, I'm not prepared to explain this to him. I don't even know how to make him understand.
Yes, but if he knows and still stands by you, then he can protect you from Ben and then from Karen.
No.
Then what are you going to do?
I just need to be alone for a little while.
Patricia!
I just need some time to think, Sissy.
If I believed you, I'd have to assume Mr. Cronin is never in. Just tell him I've stumbled onto some information that explains everything about his wife's supposed death, all right? You're his damn secretary. I will not tell you. All right. Tell him I know where his wife is. And if he's a smart...
Bitch! Will you be back in time for dinner? Mother really needs to know.
Tell her no.
For the last time, please tell me what's going on.
Look, it's none of your business. You're too stupid to understand anyway.
How dare you?
Oh, come on, Francis. You've never liked me either.
That is not true. What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. This is all Patricia's fault. Everything is Patricia's fault.
Karen, you shouldn't drive when you're upset like this. You could have an accident.
I can't wait.
Why is this so urgent? And why does it have to be a mystery?
It's too risky to tell you.
You're not doing something illegal, are you?
In a way. I'm sort of going to hire myself a hitman.
What?
Forget I said that. Just give my regrets about dinner to your mother and father.
Where have you been? Are we having dinner together?
Of course. I just needed to go out for a little while and try and relax.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be fine.
You're not convincing me.
What?
Patricia, there's something I can't get out of my head. I keep thinking back to the times when you said there were secrets in your past. Secrets that could come between us.
And you told me that none of that mattered to you.
It doesn't, except that I...
Except what?
Why did Karen say I should ask you about your husband?
I don't know. She was babbling. She was talking nonsense the entire time she was here.
I want to believe you, but I don't understand why.
What do you want me to tell you, Joe? That I'm still married too? That was your little secret, remember?
So there's nothing I should ask about your husband?
Don't you see? This is exactly what she wanted, to make you distrust her.
I don't distrust you, but considering everything we've been through lately, can you blame me for wondering?
Yes! I think we should go our separate ways tonight.
Oh, that's gonna
I
suck.
don't want to be around you right now. Do you understand?
Morning. Is Patricia up yet?
Not yet, I don't think. Didn't you two spend last evening together?
No. Oh, I'll get it. Cedar Lake Inn?
Joe, it's Francis. Is Karen with you?
Karen? No.
You didn't find her after you stopped by here last night?
No, but I still need to talk to her.
Joe, I'm worried. She never came home.
Well, maybe she stayed overnight wherever she was going.
It's possible. Will you call me if she turns up at the inn?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Where were you last night?
Good morning. That was Frances Clark. Karen has temporarily disappeared. If she shows up here later, give Frances a call.
Let's go outside. We need to talk. So, what do you think happened to her?
I don't know. You know, I went to the Clark house last night.
What?
I thought I could reason with her and convince her that Ben was dangerous so she'd stay away. But if that didn't work, I was going to threaten her with a gun.
Patricia, you didn't do it.
No, her car wasn't out front when I got there, so I left. Now, where were you all evening?
Out walking.
Walking?
trying to think, trying to come up with some way to save you.
Any ideas?
Short of killing her, no.
Well, she couldn't have gotten to Ben. If she did, he'd be here by now.
You know, she's not going to let this lie.
Well, until we know where she is, Sissy, what can we do?
I did it. I did it. I called my father.
And?
Told him exactly what you suggested. That I had been offered a fantastic modeling job that could earn me a lot of money.
And did that interest him?
Sure did. I told him that Mom wouldn't sign the forms because all the money could go to my head. And she didn't want me to travel around the world.
And he said I better come to Cedar Lake and talk to you about this.
How'd you know?
Come inside. Let's plan your father's future.
Hey, Debbie, check out the helium tank.
Debbie's got other things to do right now.
Hold all my calls. Krista will be in my living room.
Okay. What are you doing with those balloons in that helium tank anyway?
Oh, they're for Holly and Jerry's engagement party. We picked up the helium tank a little early. Hey, listen, if it's if you change your mind about Randy, we can make a double engagement party.
I'm not getting married, engaged, or anything until you're at least 21.
21? But then you'll be 40.
I will not. And besides, life begins at 40. That's the old saying is.
He's got that look in his eye again.
Okay.
On the lawn, remember? And praise him when he does it.
I read the book.
Brad, have you heard anything more about your mother?
They transferred her to another prison for psychiatric evaluation.
Why do you think she tried to take over the prison like that?
Oh, I don't know. It's like she went a little bit crazy.
Well, I'm sorry. I know you're having a real tough time.
Thanks, Crystal.
Are you sure those sleeping pills won't kill him?
Nah, he'll just sleep like a baby.
All you have to do is make sure he takes a drink.
Yes, explain to him that you'll be making a lot of money if he's your manager. That way he'll take a drink to celebrate.
And if you start getting nervous, just remember you're doing this to get your mother out of prison.
I'll be okay.
Your father'll never know what hit him.
Hi.
Hi.
You remember me?
I sure do, Mr. Jones. I was here the day you had Rita arrested.
Well, she's where she belongs. Debbie around?
I'll check. That's not necessary, Crystal. Hello, Mr. Jones.
You're Mrs.
Patricia Meadows. Sissy and I have been looking after Debbie, and she insisted on having you back.
Well, so she should. I'm a father.
Yes. Well, she's in my office. Right this way.
Sissy, he's on his way.
Good luck. If you need us, we'll be in here.
Hi, kid.
Hello, Daddy.
Debbie knows that I'm not happy about her interrupting her schooling with this modeling career, but she wants your advice. So I thought it'd be best if you talked in here quietly. If you'd like coffee or anything, please feel free to call room service.
Who the hell does she think she is?
Would you like to sit down?
No. I want to find out what this modeling deal is all about.
Doesn't matter. I mean, all I need is your signature because I'm a minor.
Oh, whoa, I'm not signing my kid up till I find out what this deal's all about here.
Well, it's a good agency, and they said they can guarantee me 5 figures.
5 figures? Well, kid, if you're making this kind of money, I'm going to have to handle your finances for you.
Oh, no, Mrs. Meadows said she'd handle that.
The hell with her. Who is she? She's not family. Kid, I'm family.
Dad, you didn't even want me home after Mom got arrested.
Oh, Debbie. Debbie, would you have come even if I asked you?
But what will Mom say?
Kid, she's in jail. Besides, she'd say, it's time that your daddy looked after you. 5 figures, huh? Wonder what they meant by that.
Would you like a drink or something? Coffee, soda, or maybe something stronger?
What's in that bottle over there?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. This'll do just fine.
The agent who's handling the cottage rentals just called, and she's booked 2 already.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice start. Business will pick up. Just wait.
Great.
What's going on, Patricia? Are you waiting for somebody?
Waiting? Who would I be waiting for? Joe, would you mind watching the front desk for a while?
I gotta get an adding machine.
Mrs. Meadows, Daddy is going to help me invest all the money I'm going to be making.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
You checked on this modeling agency thing?
Yes, my lawyer did, Mr. Jones, and there's not a problem.
How do these people pay? By the day? By the month? How?
By the hour. I mean, that's why it adds up so fast. A couple $100 an hour.
I think Debbie would be better off with a good manager, don't you, Mr. Jones?
She's got a manager. Me. Besides, Debbie's gonna be living home from now on.
But I don't want to go back home.
Now, Debbie, maybe your father is right. After all, your mother's in prison, and you could become a very wealthy young woman.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Meadows. Hey, I hope you don't mind. Deborah offered.
Oh, not at all. Help yourself. I think it's time to celebrate.
I'll drink to that.
I suppose I could go back home. I mean, I'm not going to be there that often now, am I?
No, we're gonna be traveling. I guess when you go overseas, I'm gonna go with you.
Debbie says you live with some woman.
What's her name? Oh, yeah, Jan.
What will she say about this?
She's history. I'm gonna be with beautiful young women.
I don't think you need to test the helium anymore. Besides, you're just wasting balloons. Have you seen Debbie?
Yeah, she's with her dad.
Still?
Yeah.
I hope she's okay.
She's having a rough time lately, isn't she? I guess you both are.
Yeah.
Listen, Brad, I never told you before. I'm sorry about your mom.
I'm okay.
If you ever need a ride over there, I'll take you on my bike to see her.
Thanks.
No problem.
Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones? Did you drop this $100 bill? Dream on, Mr. Jones. Dream on.
I thought he'd never pass out. He sure can drink, that's for sure.
I know. Come on, let's get him in the cellar.
Here we go.
Come on. This way. Right this way.
Come in.
Where's Dad?
He left.
When? I didn't see him leave.
Yeah, Will. He did.
It's been a long day. I think I'll have a drink.
Don't touch that.
Why? Hey, geez, you're always on my case about drinking. Come on, let's get out of here.
He sure is taking a long time to wake up. I didn't know those pills were so potent.
They'll be looking for us upstairs.
Yeah, well, the police could be looking for us also for kidnapping.
This is hardly kidnapping, Sissy.
No? All we did was drug a man, drag him downstairs, and now we're threatening to kill him.
What the? Was this a joke? Come on, untie me. Are you crazy?
Look, Ray, this is the deal. Either you take back your story to the police about Rita shooting you, or you're a dead man.
You two dames are crazy.
Could be, but we will kill you if we have to.
Look, you two are in enough trouble with the law without pulling this. Now let's quit it right now.
What have I got to lose? If I have to go back to prison, I may as well have a damn good reason.
Come on. Look, harboring a fugitive is one thing, murder's something else. Come on, let me loose.
Cedar Lake is deep, Ray. Who's gonna know you're even out there?
Oh, come on, honey, you're bluffing. All I gotta do is yell bloody murder and they'll be down here in a second. Come on.
Sissy?
Sissy.
Think about it, Ray. We'll be back.
Sissy? Sissy?
Honestly, that secret passage is going to be the death of me. Where's Rita's husband?
In the cellar.
He's not dead, is he?
Not yet. Do me a favor, Crystal. Would you dump this in the sink?
Look, I've been thinking. I mean, I'm a mother now. I got Ricky to
You're
consider.
already involved here, Crystal, whether you like it or not. Now keep everyone away from the cellar.
What are you going to do to him down there?
Shoot him. And when you hear a shot, burst one of the balloons the boys blew up.
Now, wait. What? Wait a minute.
All right, Ray. Are you going to agree that you lied about Rita shooting you? All right, sissy. Shoot him.
Has war been declared out here?
Sorry, Joe. It's just these balloons. The boys must have put too much gas in them.
Oh. You seen Patricia?
No, but want me to go find her for you?
No. Talk to her later.
All you have to do, Ray, is sign a legal statement that you lied. We'll tape it, of course, for good measure. And once you do that, Rita and Sissy will both be off the hook, and you can forget this ever happened.
You think I'm ever gonna forget this?
You're a fool. Kill him, Sissy.
Holly.
Sherry, hi. What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought you might like to go for a walk by the lake.
And why would you want to do that?
Because I want to tell you that I love you, and I want to elope.
Elope?
Yeah, come on, Holly, all this waiting around isn't good for a hot-blooded man.
But if we elope, we're going to deprive everyone of an engagement party and a wedding. Besides, it's just a few more weeks.
Okay. Would you like to go for a walk by the lake anyway?
I can't. We've rented out 2 of these cottages, and I have to put clean linen and stuff in them now.
Well, all right. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay, bye.
Who is it?
The housekeeper.
Come on in.
Well, hello, Holly. This is a pleasant surprise. Come on in.